I said, they call them the mandatory. Starting today, well, tomorrow slash today, I gotta work 6 days. I come in Friday, and then I have to work an extra hour every day. On top of that, so that might be lovely. That's gonna be at least for 2 weeks, possibly longer. Could be three, could be four. It really depends how fast we clear up the queue. And at least they're aware of it. They did say that they do see this as becoming a recurring habit, and they said they don't want to keep making us work constant overtime all the time because it's going to affect productivity and we're going to get burnt out. And I agree. It's like you can only work so fast, and it's going to just drain you mentally and physically. You're just going to be drained. Yeah. Starting tomorrow, I probably won't be on till 3 o'clock now because I got to stay an extra hour. So just letting you guys know that. So I'll have to work, and then Thursday I might have to come in during the morning. I talked to my boss about the training. It's says he wants me to train one of the new people, but we might not do it because of the overtime. It's just not a good time right now. We might do it next week. So more than likely, I'm gonna have to work Thursday normally, and then Friday I'm gonna have to come in the afternoon. Like I put 12 to 9. So on Thursday night I'll have to play Genshin. Probably not gonna stay on very long, and then go to sleep, and then I gotta get back up and go back to work. It's gonna fuck up my schedule. My farming's gonna get all fucked up. Everything's gonna get fucked up. Better enjoy it while I can. Um, let's see. Okay. Those, man, I can get a lot of shit. Joke. Get crap. It's just money. Not really much else to do. I'm just gonna do all money today. Okay, so this.
Add up.
Dailies and then do my resin. Honestly also just save condensed resin for another day. Just do that. Just save up 2 and then use 2 today. I don't know what to farm right now. I really don't know. Could do artifacts. Really don't know what to do at the moment. Kind of whatever. Yes, at least gonna be a lot of money in the next 2 weeks. Gonna be big checks. I gotta do my tax. I gotta do my tax return tomorrow. Also, my 401k started this week, so I get to start collecting on that. Also started. I signed up for cryptocurrency. I think it was called Toro, and I think Kraken.com. I signed up there. So I made like 3 accounts just to get into that too. So got a lot of stuff to do.
My experiment.
Do some other stuff tomorrow too.
The hunt begins.
A lot of stuff to do. I got bridge appointment on the weekend. Gotta go see my mom. Next week I gotta take my dad to a surgery. Then not a surgery, a procedure. Go donate blood the following Friday. A lot of shit going on. And then the following week I gotta take care of some computer stuff. My friend built a computer. I got a lot of shit. It's gonna be busy. I'm gonna have a lot of time to do what I want to do. Like I said, I'll probably be cutting my Genshin Impact streams shorter this week. Possibly next week. What's up, Poe? How you doing? What's going on with you?
Anything the knights can do for you?
What's going on with you? Yeah, same old shit here, man. Just working. Not really much going on here either. Playing Genshin. Well, just not more just doing the event, just doing the dailies. That's really all I'm doing. Not really much else. There's really not much going on right now. That said, I got mandatory overtime at work this week and next week. They've already told us we got to work 6 days a week. 9-hour days. If it gets worse, we're gonna have to work 10-hour days, 6 days a week. Hopefully, it hasn't gotten to that. That rarely happens. It's like, it has to be pretty fucking busy. Just have to work 6 days a week, 60 hours a week. I mean, that when we start doing that, yeah, we're swamped. Like, we're so busy that we just, you know. But luckily, it's not gonna be like that. What sucks is they used to let us take 30-minute lunches, but they don't let us do it anymore because of people are abusing the policy. Now I gotta stay a half an hour longer than I want to. It's like, can I just take a short lunch and then, you know, leave 30 minutes early? I'd rather do that, but they're like, no, you can't do that. I'm like, ugh. Sucks. Now I gotta stay till 3 in the morning in my job. 2:30, you know, 2 or 2:30. And I'm gonna be getting on later. So I'll be getting on at 3 in the morning and probably staying on till maybe 6 at latest. I'm not gonna play that long. I'll have time.
Quake!
Yeah, not much else here, man. Like I said, I wish I can. Hey, if there's anything interesting going on, it's not really anything interesting. Just same old shit. It's just work. Lots of work. Work and that's it. That's really all I gotta say. Life's pretty boring right now. Game-wise, all I've been playing is Genshin Impact and Ease 9. Can't even play Ease 9 right now because I'm working so much. Before I used to have 2 days off, but not anymore. It'll be like that for a while. I'm hoping the overtime's only 2 weeks max. I hate when we go on for like a whole month straight. I'm just like, ugh. Feels like you're working every single day.
Steady as stone.
Oh. Wait. Well, what about you, Poe? Anything new with you, or just same old stuff? Yeah. It says really not much to talk about. I mean, I know it sounds boring, but it's the truth.
This is order. Crumble.
I could tell you more, man. I really wish I could. It's like being bored. I mean, I don't like getting people all bored and shit, but it's like, well, if you're bored, you're bored. I mean, there's nothing to do, there's nothing to do, you know? Just the way it is. Just reset. Okay, that reset today. Go spend a couple resin and a couple more things. So I don't know how much I'm gonna get done tonight. I don't want to stay on longer than 5 o'clock. Notice a lot of people. I don't know if you play this game, Poe.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Notice a lot of people aren't really playing this game anymore right now. I think it's kind of dying out. Like I noticed a lot of people are kind of dropping this game. I think it's starting to get stale. There's not much going on. I noticed like there's really not that much going on in this game right now. Kind of. This update was pretty lame. Mediocre. I think that's the big problem. This update didn't really add much to the game. You can see why a lot of people aren't really playing it. It's like, oh, yeah, updates, whatever. Even the major streamers I know, they're not really playing it or talking about it. It's like, oh, update came out. Really nothing changed. You know, it's just minor things. Very minor. And then the event. The event for this is really they're just small sections and they're releasing them really slow. So basically you can finish everything in a day or two and then you're just sitting twiddling your thumbs waiting for the next part. Okay, well, when's it coming? Let me know. I think that's the big problem. There's just not a lot to do in this game right now. Kind of boring people.
Crumble. This is order.
My friend Bursky, he plays this game a lot, and notice he's starting to play it less. Yeah, it's just, I think it's getting to that time where people are going to start dropping this game. It's getting to that time. It's going to suck for me as I'm not going to have anything to play. I'm going to kind of be bored. After I mean, I don't think I'll quit this cold turkey, but I'm definitely not going to be playing it as much. I'll just basically log in for my dailies, and that's pretty much it. I'm not going to do anything else. There's really no reason for me to log in outside of dailies until something new happens. Which, it's not going to be for a while. I'm not even really that excited about the banners either. It's like, they're just whatever. They're just repeat banners. Nothing really new. They really need to make a really amazing update. Like, get everybody back excited into the game. As of now, it's just kind of running on. It's running in maintenance mode right now. So it's gonna take a while.
I will have order.
Anything you want to talk about, Poe, or nothing you want to say? You've been pretty quiet, so I'm guessing you have nothing to say, really? Nothing you want to say? Kind of bored. If you're still there. Guess we'll go do. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I'm just saying, if you want to talk, you don't have to stay quiet. Unless you don't want to talk, I mean, that's fine too. Yeah, this is my main game, but like I said, it's getting to that point where I'm not really doing much in this game. I'm just literally just doing dailies all the time. That's all I'm doing. There's really nothing else to do in this game. Just do my dailies and then log off. I'm probably gonna stop doing war farming. There's no reason for me to farm more that much anymore. I've done so much of it. It's one thing less I have to do. I'm trying to honestly do less now. Just doing what I need to. Do the stuff that's important. And then everything else is like, do this shit. You know, your dailies and your resin, which is like your currency, spend that every day. You can honestly get all that done in like 30 minutes. Hell, even probably less than that. I don't mind doing that. 30 minutes a day is fine. I could do that for months. But then eventually I know I'll come back to this game and play it really hardcore. You know, when there's a major update. Like I said, right now it's just not much going on right now in this game. Like I said, I could see why a lot of people aren't playing it anymore. I think they've probably taken a decline in people playing. I could see it. Hey, what's up, Sir Hawk? How you doing? What's going on? Weather's cold. Yeah, I know all that bullshit that's going on. I was like telling Poe here that this game I think is kind of dropping subscribers. I think a lot of people are starting to quit this game. I'm starting to see it. I know why, because there's just nothing to do. So I think people are getting kind of bored. I don't blame them. Like a lot of the major streamers that will play this game, they're not playing it as much. They're playing it less and less. Like the major streamers that I've seen, like a lot of them don't play anymore. I can't go to work. That sucks. Hopefully it gets better for you. That's cool. You got ways to make up for the money. That's good. It's always good to have PTO. PTO, sick time, you know, you gotta use it. So yeah, I was mentioning earlier. I think a lot of people are quitting Genshin Impact. Like a lot of the regulars. I don't know if you noticed it, but just been noticing overall just less updates, less people talking about it, people not playing as much. I'm starting to notice it. I think they honestly, I think honestly, Genshin's losing a lot of people right now. Wouldn't be surprised if they dropped millions of subscribers, millions of players. Well, I think it's not just that. I think it's honestly, this update was pretty whack. When you think about it, I mean, I'm just being honest. I don't like this update. This update's really bare bones. Like 1.2 is fucking amazing. Like it was just like, oh my god, this is so cool. This update really felt just mediocre as hell. It just really didn't add anything. It feels like complete filler. No more I'm playing it, it's like, yeah, there's even the event is not that great. Sorry to say, but the event that came out, it's not that great. It's really not. It's slow. Like, I'm sorry to say, but the updates have been slow for this event. Like it is slow. Like, yeah, granted the tower defense is cool, but that's it. That's all there is. It's just the tower defense. There's nothing else. You can get that done in one day. So it's just like, oh, okay, there's nothing else to do. The missions are short, super short. It's just you just blow through it so quick, and then you're just kind of like, okay, well, there's nothing left to do, and you're waiting a whole month, at least a month, for the next update. You know, so it's just like, yeah, this update overall just felt very weak in terms of content. It didn't feel like they added a lot. It's just, it really feels like a filler update. 1.2 was like huge, like it was amazing. This update feels just meh. Just feels like filler. So they need to do something, because if these updates are gonna be like this all the time, where they're just mediocre ass updates or just quality of life updates, that's not gonna appease people. People are gonna leave really fast because you gotta keep the game updated. I mean, it's a fun game, but it's like when you're at the point where you're literally just at AR55 and there's just nothing left to aim for. There's really no reason to play. There's not enough content. That's the thing. There's just not enough content. The game is lacking content. I mean, I mean, I don't think the game will die. I don't think they're gonna just give up on it. You know, I definitely don't think that, but I think they're taking too long. Like, I understand it takes time to make content, but it's like, man, you guys are gonna drop off a lot of money, like a lot of income if you just slow down in your updates to really, really fucking slow. Like if you're basically saying, well, we're not going to do a major update for 6 months, that is not going to keep players. They're going to leave very fast and go to another game. I think that's safe to say. Because I noticed that like a lot, like Bears playing less. You know, you sound like you're playing less. Um, I don't see what's his name updating his channel as much, or is it MTashed? I don't even see him talk about this. Like he has, I don't think he's really talked about this game at all. And then even Majestic, his updates have been a lot less. Like it's just nothing much. So even I'm playing it less. I'm just basically just doing my routes. That's all I do. My routes, and then my resin, and then my nah. I mean, I do want to play Ease 9, but I can't right now. I don't have time. I'll play Ease 9, you know, when I'm able to, but I can't now. This week's just bad for me. I'm working 54 hours this week again. They are when I came into work today, they said mandatory overtime. You guys working 6 days a week and working extra hour each day. I'm like, yay, another 54-hour work week for the next 2 to 4 weeks. Lovely. It's becoming a recurring thing. I'm glad they at least acknowledged it. They were like saying, "Hey, we realize that this is happening a lot." I was like, "Yeah, I mean, like I don't mind working overtime, but when it's just constantly happening all the time, it gets tiring. It's just like you just feel like you just nonstop working. You just don't have a day off. You're not enjoying your day off. You're just like, yep, back to work, work. And it's just like, okay, all I'm gonna do is work all the time. Doesn't seem like I can never get a break. But they said they're planning. They don't want to make it where overtime's permanent. You know, because it's like I don't want to do like 60-hour work weeks permanently. I don't think that's not gonna bode well with me. Because eventually I'm gonna get sick of it. I'm gonna be like, you know, I can't keep doing this. Not all the time. Because mentally, it's gonna just drain me. Oh yeah, of course, I know. I try not to play all day. I mean, I only play like 2 hours a day now. I don't do major sprees unless it's something I need to take care of because it's time sensitive. But like I said, all I'm really doing right now is just my dailies. That's really all I do in this game. I don't do anything else. Just dailies. I mean, obviously, like, I understand you got to put something in, like a system like this, otherwise there'll be even less to do. But even then, it gets monotonous. I mean, it's hard, you know. It's a hard thing to balance. I understand. Like, you just can't. It's really hard to make a game not be monotonous. It can't always be changing it up all the time. You know, there's going to be things that you're going to be doing grinding. There's always a form of grind in all these type of games. There has to be. I don't think there's any possible way to eliminate it. Like you're gonna have it no matter what you do. It's just something you can't avoid. I mean, I don't see myself quitting this game. That's definitely not gonna happen. But I don't. I can see myself playing less of it till an update happens. When 1.4 comes out, I'll definitely be back on it again. happen. But, I mean, the only thing I'm going to be doing, honestly, is just doing my dailies. My daily is going to be less and less. It's going to literally just be resin, my daily quests, you know, and then my artifact. That's it. I'm not even going to do ores anymore. I don't really need to. Ores is kind of pointless for me right now. Yeah, I agree. But even if you guys jump to another game, it's gonna be the same cycle. I think you're just gonna run into that wall. You know, it's great at the beginning because you have so much to do. But then when you start running out of things to do and it starts becoming, you know, repetitive, that's when the boredom starts kicking in. It's hard. It's really hard to have a game where you're just constantly doing shit. This game's problem is obviously there's not enough content. That's the problem. The game is not finished. If this game was finished and had everything out the door, man, we still probably be having a blast. Because there's just so much we haven't done yet. You would just have so much to do, you know, it just overwhelmingly amount of stuff. And personally, I'd rather be overwhelmed than underwhelmed. I don't like it when I don't have anything to do because that gets me bored. But if you give me shit ton to do and, you know, it's actually fun, I don't see it as a chore. I see it as something I want to invest time into. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna quit. I'm not gonna quit. I'm just not gonna be playing as much till updates happen. So you're just not gonna see me streaming this a lot. Like you notice on the weekends, I don't really stream this. Like on the weekends, I'm streaming other games because on the weekend when I have time to play like a 10-hour session, you know, I don't need to play this for 10 hours. The only time I switch games is because I got to do my dailies. That's the only time I do it. Other than that, I would not log on. There'd be no reason for me to, but the dailies make me log in. Yeah, but like I said, yeah, this is still my go-to game, but I will say my activeness in this game is going to be less and less until updates happen. Then I'll jump back for a bit, you know, then I'll be like, okay, it's time to get back into it again. Well, I used to play Genshin for 10 hours because there was so much to do. God, when the game first came out, man, God, you should have seen how much I was playing. Like I was ridiculous. Like with how much shit I was doing in Genshin Impact. I was legit ridiculous. I couldn't believe like how much stuff I did in Genshin Impact. You know, when it first came out, my God, there was just so much to do. And I could play 10 hours straight and not get bored. Because, you know, because it's like, oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? You know, it's just, you know, me figuring out the moves, me getting new characters, you know, me doing quests and stories. It's just so much to do, and you can't get it all done. It felt like an MMO. I felt like Final Fantasy XI when I first started playing. It was just, you know, just overwhelming amount of content. You know, it's like Jesus God, like you're gonna be busy. The game puts you to work, and I like that. I like that feeling. It's just because I have a lot of energy I want to spend, you know, on a game and get really invested in it. And like, I'll be honest, I'm not a type of guy that likes short game sessions. To be truthful. I'd rather invest in a long. I like games that make me use my time because I actually like it. Gets me more. It gets me more invested in the game. I want a game with a lasting appeal. I want something that makes me want to play it. When it's just something I play for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. That doesn't give me any appeal. I don't know. I don't like short-term games like that. They're just not fun to me. I'm spending that little time to play something, it must not be that, it must be that, not that, um, interesting. Because you're only putting such a short amount of time into it. Must not be very appealing. Or rather, a game where it's just I can play it for 10 hours straight, and I'm still enjoying it. That's a good feeling. And I wouldn't do it all the time, but you know, obviously that's an extreme. But I do tend to have more fun in long sessions than short sessions. Like I said, when I first played this game, day one, holy crap, you should have seen me. I was just like, yep, let's go. I was just zipping everywhere. I was just like, yep, you can't stop me. I am going crazy. Like, I am insane. Like I said, I just never. I was not getting bored. I was not. I was constantly entertained, constantly engaged. I mean, I wasn't like I was so invested in what I was doing. Yeah, Ease 9 did that to me too. When I played Ease 9 in Japan, I would play like 2 to 6 hours a day. And on the weekends I'd play up to 13 hours straight. Like I can do really long sessions if I'm invested. And if I have time to do it, I will. I could put a whole half day into one game if I'm very invested. I think the longest session I've ever done in video game history, I think was 16 hours. I did Final Fantasy 11. I remember when I think I streamed one time for like 16 hours straight. I had no breaks, constantly, you know, leveling, doing content. I was just, you know, I was getting, after that point, I was getting really tired. But I was just like, yeah, I can do this if you really push me. You will see me do it. I will do it. No, that's a bit excessive. Most people look at it like, you're fucking crazy. I don't know how you do that. Like, tell you, man, when you give me something I like, I have a very different, I act a lot differently. But you got to give me something I can sink my teeth into. Otherwise, I'm just not gonna put any time into it whatsoever. I'm kind of one of those guys. I'm the extreme one end or the extreme the other. I'm either I put no time into it, or I put a shit ton of time into it. I'm not one of those guys that's just like I can't play a game that's just a 30-minute game. Just to me, a lot of times those games are one and done. I'll never touch them again. They're not interesting to play. I don't want to put any time into it because it's like, oh, let's try this game out. That's what it feels like to me. A lot of times it's just, let's try this game out. Oh, that was cool. And then it's just, I'll never touch it again. And I didn't really care about it anyways. You ever see me drop games like that, where I literally only play it one day for like 30 minutes or an hour? It's usually a safe bet I'm not really enjoying it. I have no interest in investing any time into it. Try it just to try it. It's just one of those things of, eh. Yeah, I'm pretty crazy. Like I said, you gotta see me when I'm in my mode, dude. Get in my mode, I'm hardcore as fuck, man. Just don't see it very often. You gotta see me really enjoy a game. I have to really play a game and really be vested. To really, you get to see that side of me come out. But it just doesn't happen that often. This is one of those games that this game did it to me for a point. It isn't going to be like Final Fantasy 11. That game was just crap. I was just like the ultimate crap. I could not put my eyes off the game. There was just so much to do. I got so excited playing it every single day. I couldn't stop thinking about it. Obviously, it's not like that anymore. I'm tired of 11. I quit it. The steam ran out eventually. Yeah, I just don't invest a lot of time anymore. Like I used to. It's rare. Rare you see me get in that mode. When I do, I'm pretty bad. Pretty bad. Yeah, maybe. I see a lot of people, they do stuff that's just short term, and I see like short term gamers, they spend like 30 minutes to an hour, and they have a lot of fun in that. And I don't know, I don't seem to have fun with that. I don't know, it's just weird. Like one of my friends, he's like that. He doesn't like playing long sessions. He only likes short sessions. He likes games with like 30-minute games. He can have fun, and then that's it. Like, man, either you're really pressed for time. But even then, if you were that pressed for time, I wouldn't even bother playing games at that point. If you're that pressed for time and you don't have time to be messing around doing anything, I wouldn't even play games. It's like you just don't have time to do that shit. To me, I just don't think I can have a good experience with a game that's that short. I can't really enjoy it. But, you know, it's like taking a break at work and just playing a game for 15 minutes. Okay, you're done. Like, oh, like you can't really do much with just that. That doesn't seem like very much to work with. Really get immersed. I, I'll be honest. I mean, and I saw you guys playing Genshin, Honkai Impact. I watched Spare play it, and I'll be honest, I was not interested in it. It looks like a typical, like, dungeon crawling, it's just a barrage of the same thing over and over. You're just, here's a section, kill these monsters. Here's a section, kill these monsters. Here's a section, kill these monsters. Here's a section, here's the sub boss. Then you go to the next part, it's the same exact thing, and you do it again. Just maybe it's a blue enemy instead of a red enemy, and you just do that over and over and over and over and over. And that's all the game is. I'm like, I don't know, that to me sounds fucking boring. Like, there's nothing. It's just, again, it's a dungeon crawler. It's just a constant dungeon crawler. See, that's one of my friends. He plays one of the Epic 7. I was watching my friend play it. It's the newest one that came out. It's the same shit. Except you could just have it autoplay for you. I mean, granted, that game is turn-based. But literally, it's just, oh, look, you go to do the exact same thing with even less things to do. It just has a ton of menus. It's just menu central. Heavy menu-based game. And you're just doing the same goddamn thing a million times over. I don't know. To me, after a point, that sounds like that gets fucking boring, man. I don't know how people stay engaged for that for like years. Like, whoa, man, I can't even stay engaged that for a day. That would get on my nerves so quick. I hope so, because that's not leaving a good impression for first thing, for just watching what Bear did. It didn't sound like it was very. It does mostly seem like a dungeon crawler. I don't like dungeon crawlers. I think dungeon crawlers are boring. Especially turn-based dungeon crawlers. Ugh. Those are so fucking boring and tedious. I remember when I used to play a game called it was cute, but man, I went back to it recently. I was like, oh hell no. It's called Evolution. It was a game on Dreamcast. Real cute RPG, but holy fuck, you go back to that game? This shit is repetitive. Like I said, not in a good way. I was like, yeah, I said I'm not playing this. There's no way in hell to do it. It's just not fun to me. Yeah, the combat seems like that's the best part of the game, but the problem is, I feel that's all that's good about the game, though. That's the problem. There's nothing else holding it up. The Genshin Impact has a lot of good factors in it. You know, it's got great characters, it's got a cute story, beautiful presentation, excellent music, lots of varying gameplay. I think that's a big strength with Genshin Impact. There's so many different things you can do in this game, play in different ways, and the puzzle elements, and it makes the game not feel as tedious. Near a game like like those other games, it's just that's all you do is one thing. It doesn't change. It doesn't mix it up at all. There's nothing out. Imagine if Ease had no like. Here's a perfect example. Imagine if Ease 9 Monstrum Nox didn't have any exploration, no exploration, no open world, no side stuff. It was just literally just fighting point A to point B every fucking thing, and that's all it was. Nothing else. You think I'd like Ease as much? Probably not. That would probably get on my nerves real quick. I'd be like, okay, this is getting a little old. What's up, Simply? How you doing? What's going on with you? That's Sucrose waifu? Yeah. Yeah, I have to see. If you're saying it's better, I'll wait and see what Bear thinks. Yeah, because I'll be honest, I don't like the menu though in Honkai. It's such a typical gotcha element menu. It's just menu central. It looks like a mobile game. I will say that's one thing about Genshin. Genshin Impact does not look like a mobile game. It looks like an actual game, but you see it on Honkai Impact looks like a mobile game. So the interface looks really cumbersome. It's just menus up the fucking ass. I'm just like, oh god. Like I'm sorry, but that just puts me off so bad. Like menu-based games, like oh, it's menu the game. Everything's a fucking menu. Final Fantasy 11 was bad like that too. Way too many menus, really shitty sub menus that didn't need to. That was more of a old, like it was an old game. Obviously, you look by today's standard, Final Fantasy 11 menu is garbage. It's so like convoluted and over. Just there's too much menu. Get away from the menus. It doesn't help. I don't like menu based games. I just don't. I'm a console person, so I don't like mobile games at all. I've played a few mobile games and I just don't care for the menus at all. I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. But I feel like I'm honestly playing more with the menu than the actual game. That's what it feels like in a lot of those mobile games. You're honestly mostly in the menus more than anything. You're just cycling through menus, reading text, going through different store menus. That's really all you're doing. And then occasionally you go into combat, which in most of the turn-based one is just, oh look, gear up your characters and then autoplay. That's basically all I see people do. It's like, okay, so you don't even need to play the game. The game will play for you. Because there's no strategy really, and everybody only seems to have one move. So you see this cool cutscene and everything, but it's just one move getting spammed over by your whole party. Like, oh, do that attack, then do that attack, then do it, then repeat the rotation. Do that attack, do that attack. It's just like, oh my god, it's such a boring turn-based game. Like Jesus God, it just drives me nuts when I see it. I'm like, oh, I'm like I can't deal with this. Autoplay is fucking like. At least I will say at least one thing with Honkai Impact. At least you control the characters. Thank God. At least you can move around. Everything you do is your movement. I do like that much more than just set auto AI. Like, like why even play if it's just auto AI? If it just does it itself, why even play? Are you playing a game at this point? Seriously, are you playing a game? If you literally could sit down the controller and do nothing, I don't see how you're engaged in a game. You're not doing anything. I don't get that. That to me does not. It doesn't feel satisfying at all. I don't know how people get enjoyment doing that shit. It just seems so, like, just brain dead. Really, it looks like you literally can just shut off your brain and not have to think at all. It just plays for you. I don't see what the appeal is of that. See, with me, like when I feel like when I'm playing a game, I want my hands to be busy. I want to be able to like just do everything. I want to move. I want to jump. I want to attack. I want to, do a dash. I want to do a cancel. I want to just do everything myself. When you just literally just say autoplay, let go of the controller and go do something else, that to me doesn't sound very engaging. It doesn't sound like you're really playing or enjoying the game at all. You just leave it to the game to do it itself. I'd rather do something else. No, that's fine. I don't mind that. Like, well, Ease does that. Ease does that. Ease 9 Monster Noxus has 2 AI control, but I would prefer if I could switch and play the characters if I want to myself. At least Ease gives you a choice where you're like, hey, you have 2 AI controlled characters, but you can at least switch if you want to use one of the characters the AI is controlling, which I like. It gives me, hey, I want to mix it up. I want to use somebody else. That's cool. I don't mind the AI control. It doesn't bother me too. It's just when I'm not playing at all. Like, imagine if Honkai Impact was literally, you can just put it in autopilot mode where the computer and just all 3 characters were AI, and you didn't have to do anything. Like, that would bother me. Like, okay, so why are we playing then? If the computer's just going to do all the work for you. Yeah, the characters steal the thunder. I mean, if you enjoy it, I mean, I don't want to take away from enjoyment from you, dude. Don't, if you like the game, hey, more power to you. I mean, I'll take your word for it and see when Bear gets down the road when he gets high level like you guys. And see what it really offers. I'm just telling you, the beginning does not seem very appealing. Oh. The beginning would have snored me to death. The combat, well, you do have a lot of variety, more variety than this game, in terms of, like, what you can do. Which I do like that. But I think so far, that's the only selling point you're giving me. It's just that one thing. Okay, well, what else is good? You gotta tell me more than that. That's just not enough. You can also see where the graphics have also improved. Like, this game looks a lot more... I'd say this game definitely looks smoother. And when I was watching Bear play it, the game didn't seem as polished, I guess, per se. This game looks a lot, like, just smooth. It just looks really, like, butter smooth. The animations, all that stuff looks a lot more fluid. The game looks a little bit like there's a little bit of jank. But it is an older game, so you can see where they've improved. They definitely have gotten a lot better. Like they've improved with this game. Visually, this is probably one of their best looking games. But I do feel the ambitious and there's more ambition in this game because of the variety factor. One thing this game has is a lot of variety. I love how it just digs its hand into so many genres. I like that. That to me is a big plus. Like it's nice when you can play a game where it's literally just doing like 10 different things at once. Oh, you want to do this? You can do this. You want to do this? You can do that. You know, it's just it's not afraid to venture into other things. It doesn't just stick to one thing and only one thing, which a lot of games sadly do. They don't mix it up. They just stay in one spot and do the same thing. Like, oh, this is what we're known for. This is what we're going to do. That's all we're going to do. We're not going to branch out outside that thing. And it's like, okay, then it starts to get a little tedious because you're not really doing anything else. So, like, you got to change it up a bit. At least that's one thing I liked about Ease. Like, Ease, they even said, like, even the reviews, that Ease keeps trying new things. Like, they build on the formula, and they keep adding to the formula, making it better. Which is, I'm totally down for that. That's why I like Ease so much. Because the series keeps evolving. It doesn't just stay in its comfort zone. Like, okay, in this game we're gonna add these. Okay, maybe in the next game they're gonna blow our mind and add something that's gonna really shake things up. That's cool. Well, like I said, I'll have to see when Bear. 'Cause I think it seems like Bear is gonna be starting to play that pretty hard right now. I mean, he's basically putting. I don't blame him. I mean, he's putting this back seat. He's just gonna do the dailies. I mean, I understand. I knew Bear was kind of getting tired of the game. I could see it. I was saying, yeah, I think Bear's getting bored. And I'm getting that point too. And it's not. It's just because It's the thing is, I want to do things in this game, but I can't. The problem. It's like I want to do more. I believe me, I do. I wanna be busy in this game. I wanna do lots of things in this game. I really do. Can't. Because I gotta wait for the game to get finished. The only thing, that's what sucks. I'm in that point where, what's the word? Like, you're disappointed. I guess that's the word I am. I'm disappointed. It's like you have like eat tasty food, and you just love how it tastes so much, and then it's all gone, and that's the feeling. You kind of get remorse where you're just like I want more. I can't have more, and you just feel really sad. That's the feeling I have right now with Genshin Impact. Like, God damn it! Like I want to do more. I really do. Know where this game's going. I know in like 2-3 years it's going to be fucking insanely awesome. And it's just, oh, the weight's killing me. It really is. It's killing me so hard. Well, I am not, but at the same time, that's all there is, though. It's just Abyss. There's no variety. In-game's variety is whack. In-game variety in this game is totally whack. Because there's really nothing. It's just one thing. You literally, I mean, if you count bosses, I guess. I don't really count that as in-game. But yeah, it's just Spiral. There's nothing else. It's just Spiral. Now, that gets old after a while. You know, I'm stuck at floor 11. I'm probably gonna be stuck there forever, which is fine. I don't care. I'm stuck at floor 11 forever. That's fine. I'll eventually beat it. Getting stronger, working my way up. Not going anywhere. And there's no. The only reason you beat, you beat it is just to say it's just an achievement. It doesn't give you anything. It's not like you unlock a new area. So now, if it actually did something like that, where like, oh, you'll unlock a whole new chapter or a new area, then oh fuck yeah, I'd be working hard for on Spiral because that to me is worth it. I'm gonna get something awesome out of it. It would frustrate me in a good way because I'd probably get all pissy about it, but at the same time, I want the reward. Like I want it so bad, and I'll bust my ass for it because I really, really want it. Yeah, but it's other than that, it's nothing really special. Not stuff you need. The gems again, and you can get gems other ways. Again, it's not something you need. It's not a requirement. Change characters. But yeah, like I said, that's Genshin Impact has its problems, and the main problem with this game is just it's not finished. That's the biggest problem with this game. It's like it's still an amazing game, and it's got a bright future. It's just it's just we have to wait. That's the kill. That's the killer in this game. It's the waiting. How long are we gonna have to wait before this game is finished? Which is gonna be, I would guess, at least 3 years. Where this game's gonna be content complete. Considering how slow they're bringing out the areas. They're being pretty damn slow about it. Like we're getting a new area probably once every 6 months if we're lucky. Shit, if there's fucking at least like 6 major areas left to do, because there's supposed to be like 8. Yeah, we're gonna. That's like 4 years. God damn, that's stretching it out quite a bit. I know, but I still want to see the end. I want to get to that. I want to get to that fulfillment. I want to see new areas. I want to see what else the game has to offer. Looking forward to all that new stuff. I want to see it. See what they do, what they add to the game. What are they gonna do to change it up? What more can they add? I want to see it. It's one of those things of I'm excited. I have expectations. I know that, and I know they're gonna be met. It's not like I'm gonna be disappointed. No, I'm not gonna be disappointed. When they deliver with the updates, they deliver, man. They knock it out of the park. Yep, I have no doubt in my mind. It's just when they do these filler updates, that's when I'm just like, yeah, they're taking a long ass time. 1.1 was a filler update, but the thing with the reason why 1.1 didn't feel like a filler, because there was so much other shit to do alongside 1.1, so I didn't have that problem. Now that I've done everything, because by 1.2 most people should have everything done. After 1.2, it's like you start to see the halt. There's just nothing to do. And 1.3 came out, and it's basically like 1.1. It's just a quality of life update. And you can see where, wow, there's really not that much to do. And then you're just twiddling your thumbs waiting. Oh yeah, I know. They do. This sucks. Like I said, I told you, but I'm disappointed. That's the thing. Like I want more, and I can't have more. That's the thing. That's it's the disappointment. That's what I'm facing right now. I'm disappointed. But I want more. It's like I love the game. I want to see it grow. I want to see it become something great. You know, because I'm very passionate about it. But you know, I know the game is just not finished, and it's going to take a long ass time to be finished, or to get to that completion point, the ending point. I know they're going to go beyond the ending. We already know that, but I want to at least see the climax. You know, the initial story climax. I want to see it. Oh, I know. We are in the filler portion. I know. I just don't like fillers. I don't. I really don't like fillers. I just never was a fan of it. Even in animes, I hate filler episodes. Like, it's just when I watch them, I'm like, oh, get on with it. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, stop fucking teasing me. Like, give me what, you know, I want to see it. And you want me to be honest? I think long. Oh, yeah. Final Fantasy 11 had a beautiful climax, dude. Oh, yeah, it did. It had a solid ending, and then it had an added story. Some of the newer stories weren't very good. I mean, they were fun, though. But the story, yeah, definitely concluded. And then, oh, man, final chapter, the one that happened like in 2015, I think. Oh man, I almost started crying because I was just like, the feels were so fucking hard, man. They fucked with your emotions so hard, and because they were showing all your previous adventures, basically it was retelling your memories, and they were showing you on display during the boss fight. I was just like, basically you were fighting in a dome, and then the dome there was just pictures of all your adventures with the other characters, you know, for the entire game since 2002. And I was just like, I just wanted to just burst out in tears because of just how emotional it was, knowing that, man, that's how you do it, man. That's how you fucking do it. Like, fuck, man. I was like, that was beautiful. Like, that is how you fucking do it. And then the song at the end, man, where you heard they it was a contest. They would select people from, basically you would submit your entry, and you would be one of the vocals in the song, and they picked players to participate in the vocals of the ending song. And so you got to hear all these people singing the melody of the ending of that expansion. And I was just like, and then the ending was just so beautifully played out. You know, talking about, you know, how your adventure has come to an end, and it just like, God, the feels, man. The You had no idea how touching that was. Like, everybody was like, dude, that's fucking masterful, man. That's just Jesus Christ. Yeah, it was something else, man. It's something else, dude. I mean, it helps if you know the story though, because you're gonna watch like, you're like, what? You have no idea what's going on. You really need to watch the story to know what a lot of these things are about, because you're not gonna know the characters. You're not gonna know. You really see, the thing is, I know all the stories, so I know all the characters, so I know the culmination. I understand it. But when you look at it from the outside, you never played the game, you won't know what's going on. You'd be like, "Who's that? Who's that? What's she supposed to mean?" You know? Yeah, there's a lot more than that. You're gonna see a lot of new characters you've probably never seen before. So, Final Fantasy XI is one of those things you really need to pay attention to the story, because there's a lot of characters, and it's old school style. It's a lot of reading. You gotta understand it's a PS2 game, so there's a shit ton of reading. So mean, you can watch it, you're just not gonna get it. That's the problem. I think you're gonna lose the meaning because you're not gonna get all the references. But it's just that whole fight though. That last fight was epic. It really was. That was the true ending for Final Fantasy 11. They still do story updates. Man, the newest story update's pretty whack. They have a new scenario add-on that they added called the Voracious Resurgence. It's pretty whack. Like I was watching it, and it's like gonna come out in like 5 chapters. And I was watching my friend play it, Hunting for Games. He's a streamer of Final Fantasy 11, and he even didn't seem too impressed with it. He was just like, "Yeah, this is kind of whack. It's just really uninteresting. They're making it seem so epic, and it's just so fucking corny. And it's just like I don't care. Like I don't care about this. This is so. It just feels so forced. Like, oh, we're just giving you this. I mean, yeah, it's a free update, which is cool, but at the same time, it doesn't add much. So I was just like, yeah, this is kind of whack. It's like the story ended, guys. Like you don't need to build on it anymore. It's done, you know? It's like kind of like beating the dead horse at this point. We got it, it's like we got it. We got it. You don't need to keep going with it. There's nothing left. The game is in maintenance mode. I already know that. The game has ended a long time ago. So I just feel when they add all this new shit, it doesn't really enhance the game at all. I just feel it's a way to prolong the game just because. Like the game's end, man. It's over, dude. This game's done. There's no future. I don't think people, and I think a lot of people that are old school players, they don't want to let go, because it's because it's kind of like as like you cling on to like because it's familiar. You don't want to leave your bubble. It's like, dude, it's time to go. Like come on. Like even I said that to myself, and this is coming from a veteran Final Fantasy 11 player. Even I was like, it's time to go. Close the book. The story is over. Stop living in the past. There's something else on the horizon, That's how I felt. It was almost like saying it's time to grow up. That's how I felt. It was time to grow up. Also the game, quality of life of the game, it's poor optimization. It's definitely needs modernization. The game it runs so fucking poorly. It's not meant for 2020. I'm surprised they're keeping it up this long, but the game is like the engine's holding the game back so bad. The game could be so much better if it wasn't because of the PS2 engine. Obviously it's a product of its time. Everybody knows that. It's a game that was made a long time ago. No problem, Sir Hawk. Yeah, 14 for me, I just don't like the WoW gameplay. That's why I don't like 14. Plays too much like WoW. I don't like WoW. Like the story elements could be good. Visually it looks nice. Music's really damn good. That's one thing I will never fault with Final Fantasy. It always has amazing music. That's something Square Enix is really good at.
Uh,
Kingsley. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could see why people like 14 better. The modernization, for sure. It's one thing let's do better. It is more modern. But I just don't like the fact that it literally just WoW in disguise. That's what 14 is. Sorry to say, but it is.
Need to get something from
Oh god, we gotta go back. Ugh. Be back and forth. Back and forth. What? I wasn't paying attention. What? I don't know what I was paying. I wasn't paying attention. Woohoo! I'm not gonna fuck this up. I love it. Fuck it up. Welcome back. No, but like I said, yeah, I think that's my biggest problem with 14. It's too much like WoW. That's really all I can say. It's a WoW clone. The game is so heavily influenced by WoW, like so much. Like the whole template of 14 is basically WoW. It's just a better looking WoW. A better looking WoW with Final Fantasy touch ups. What? I played it for 8 months and I got bored of it. So I mean, 8 months is a long time, but I got bored of it really fast. And also, I think another thing too, I'm just kind of MMO'd out. I think that's another reason. I'm MMO'd out. Like 11 was enough for me. 11 sucked the soul out of me for MMORPGs. I don't want to play another one. This game was supposed to be my MMO substitute. I needed a substitute. I was like, oh, I think Genshin Impact's gonna fit the bill. It plays similar to an MMO. I wish it had more better multiplayer. That's the only thing I can say. Another thing I don't like about this game, I wish the multiplayer was a little bit more front and center. I don't think it's as good as it should be. I need a. I gotta go make lanterns. No, I gotta go make lanterns. I don't have any lanterns. I'm all out. Oh. Yeah, I mean, again, like there's things that I have appealed towards. I gotta say, there is things I'm appealed towards. But for me, it's the experience. I guess because I've already gone through the experience before, so it's nothing really spectacular per se. Because I've already been through it so many times. already played multiple MMORPGs, so the feeling is definitely never going to be the same. Like your first major one is usually always your best. It goes to say for a lot of things. You know, my first MMORPG, well, if you call it an MMORPG, was Phantasy Star Online on Dreamcast. I was fucking hooked on that game for about 8 months, and I got bored of it. And Final Fantasy 11 was my real first MMO. Well, actually, that's not true. I used to play EverQuest for like a month. I liked it for a bit. I didn't really care for the visuals though.
Straight on in.
Oh yeah. Again, everybody has their own thing that they play. It's basically, to each his own. So I had my fun. It's just I don't think I can get into another MMO. I just can't. I don't think I could see my passion flourish. I've already spent my passion on it. Well, like I said, I am excited for Strive though. Strive is hopefully gonna put me back into my mood. 'Cause I'm loving what I saw with Strive. Like Strive is looking so good. I'm legit impressed with all the changes they made. I was like, my God, it's like it went from I was super doubtful to my God, like you guys did some work. I was legit impressed. And then watching matches of it, I was like, wow, it really looks like a lot more like Guilty Gear now. It doesn't look super boring. Like it did before, even when Daisuke Ishiwatari, creator, even he was saying certain things really boring. And he was like, yeah, you need to change that shit. And then they started showing the new things you can do. I was like, oh shit, they fucking really added a lot of shit to the game to really change it up. Yeah, yeah, definitely with me too. I can't live without my PC. My PC's my baby. My PC's my baby. I could not live without my baby. It's my everything. That's my baby girl. That's his name, dummy. You dummy. I mean, it's just, I also want to discover, trust me, but that's also good because you have something really awesome to look forward to. Also, one thing I noticed too with the beta, I noticed they didn't put all the music in there. A lot of tracks are missing. I think they did that on purpose. So people like me don't rip the whole soundtrack. Like, well, that gives me anticipation for the music, that's for sure. I think there was only one new song in the beta that I've heard. It's just Giovanna's theme. That's the only thing that they added. It was all the other old themes, so it's missing a lot of music. In a sense, it's a good thing.
Hasn't it happened yet?
Meet Mr. Zoom. Mr. 12. Yeah, they did. They did. Well, yeah, they took down my music. I don't care. This is a warning, you know. I'll do it again. I don't give a
wine
shit.
tastes the same as I remember.
I am going to provide to the community.
But where are those who share the memory?
They already, and also they ain't gonna choose me for the beta either. They already turned me down. Didn't I go to fun? Isn't it afternoon? It was afternoon. Okay, Mistress of the Fun. Okay, it says the afternoon. What it's saying. It's an open beta, yeah. It's actually it's already going on now for special access. If you got selected, you can start playing it as of yesterday. So I know people are streaming it. I think Maximilian has a copy. I think he's playing it right now. I'm not gonna watch though. I don't want to watch. So yeah, the official start time for the complete open beta is Thursday at 7 p.m. That's when everybody can download it. Fuck, I can't. Me? Well, okay, that's weird. I can't start the quest. What the hell? Am I supposed to do a whole 24-hour cycle? Yeah, I'm gonna make it do a whole day. See what happens. You have to wait a whole 24 hours. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the beta though. I want to get excited about it. So I miss my Guilty Gear. Yeah. After I do this, I gotta do my back runs. Like I said, with my overtime, I'm gonna be getting on later now. I'm gonna get on at 3 o'clock now. So, starting tomorrow, I'm gonna be getting on an hour later. I'll be playing from 6 to 1 every day. You know, I'll be playing from 3 to 6 every day during the week. Ooh, soup. I mean, I doubt it. I don't think it's gonna be like super popular. I just think it'll get some. The only reason why I think anybody's noticing it right now because there's nothing else out. If like Street Fighter 5 was like 6 was coming out, oh man, nobody would talk about Street Fighter. And nobody would talk about Guilty Gear. Like I think that's the only thing that's giving Guilty Gear an upper edge just because of the situation of things right now. it has a chance to be something because no one else has anything to worry about. But trust me, if Street Fighter 6 was like simultaneous release on alongside Guilty Gear, or Guilty Gear would fucking flop so hard because nobody would buy it. Everybody would just run Street Fighter 6. I would say it's the timing. Also, thank God it's not KOF either, because I think if KOS was directly competing with Guilty Gear, I think people would definitely choose. If KOF 15 was coming out the same time as Guilty Gear, I think KOF would take a lot of people away because a lot of people like KOF. KOF community is really big, especially in like Korea and like Mexico. Like I said, Guilty Gear just doesn't have the pull. And I don't think it ever will. Like it'll in if like DBZ for sure does. DBZ has the pull. DBZ definitely will fucking pull in millions. Like the minute I saw DB Fighter Z, I was like, okay, this is gonna sell like 5 million copies easy because it's DBZ. You know, DBZ has pull. That is by far the most successful anime fighting game ever made in the history of anime fighters. We already know that. I knew it's gonna be huge. You know, that to me will always be the mainstream anime fighter because, you know, it's legacy. You know, DBZ is legacy. Everybody and their mom, when it comes to anime, knows what DBZ is. And then, you know, sad thing is, it's hilarious. A lot of people think that Guilty Gear, that DBZ was first. They go, oh yeah, the people that made DBZ made Guilty Gear. I'm like, I laugh when I hear that. I was like, oh man, you guys don't know shit. You guys don't know shit. I laugh when I hear that. Because there's people that legit think that. Like, you for real? Are you fucking for real? I just laugh. I laugh when I hear that. I was like, are you fucking joshing me? You're joshing me, right? Like, okay, whatever, man. That hurts, man. That really does. Like, wow, fucking people just like wipe Guilty Gear like with their ass. Like, it's like, oh, you know, Guilty Gear wouldn't be anywhere without DBZ. I'm like, okay, yeah, you keep thinking that. You keep thinking that, man. Yeah, I remember I saw this post when somebody said it on Twitter, and I started laughing when I said it. And even there's some people who like, get the fuck out of here. Because the thing is, the majority will agree with them because they don't know. You know, they're so oblivious to it. It's just funny. But then you get those people like, dude, you are so fucking wrong. It's like that's like somebody telling you who the first president of the United States was, and they say Abraham Lincoln. I'll be like, yeah. You just look away, and you're like, yeah. Who was the first president of the United States? Abraham Lincoln. Wait, what? Wait, what? It's funny. It is funny though. I do find it quite humorous. I have to say, it did make me chuckle when I heard that. Oh, 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 'tis to laugh. Surely, surely you jest. No, I don't. And don't call me Shirley. Out. But yeah, I mean, honestly, what it's going to come down with Guilty Gear, though, is honestly good netcode. Netcode is going to be a big factor right now. If you guys can, if they can knock it out of the park with the netcode, then it has a brighter future. That's for sure. I think a lot of more people will be willing to play it because it has good netcode. That's for damn sure. So, hopefully, like I said, they put all their heart into the game and they really want to, if they really want it to sell, they're gonna have to put in a lot of work because it's hard to impress people. It really is. People are their standards are like they see something. It's like name brand, you know. People like, oh, TV. What's the first brand everybody thinks of TV? Samsung. Everybody says Samsung. Best TV in the market, Samsung. Like nobody comes close to Samsung. Most people will only buy a Samsung. Well, if you want more players, I think PS4 is going to be the best choice. PS4, PS5 will be the best choice because also with the computer situation the way it is now, I think there's going to be less PC players. A lot of people aren't going to be able to afford. People can't afford to make a computer right now. So don't be surprised if that affects people's buying. Goodness, I should do this. Yeah, I would say PS4 version. That's me, though. PC version if you want the best graphics. That's for sure. If you want to be able to play at 4K resolution. Oh yeah, there is. I just think there'll be more on PS4 though. Just because of the I think because of the economy. Because I think people obviously can afford a PS4 over a PC right now. Majority of people are going to own a PS4. A lot of people have PS4s. I don't think as many people have PCs, especially with now. If people have not built a PC within the last 6 months, they ain't building one. That's for sure. The good thing about Strive, though, which I was surprised, is you don't need a very powerful computer to run it. It's very minimal requirement. You only need like a $500 computer to run it really well. Like the graphics card in that game that you need is very, very easy requirements. Like, it was on Steam, and I was like, damn, this game doesn't need much to run. I'm shocked. Recommended settings, it was only a GTX 660. Old. I was like, wow, you can run this game at like 720p on a GTX 16 on a 660? Yeah, that's pretty impressive. The game's pretty, sounds like it's pretty optimized. You only need like I think a 4th gen i5 or i7. That's something that's like 7 generations old. Only needs like, I think 4 gigs of RAM. But damn, that's pretty damn good. So it means you should be able to run it on a potato. Yeah, that's the only bad thing. If you don't want to spend money on online, yeah, PC would be the way to go. If you really don't want to spend money on the online, yeah, definitely PC is the way to go. That'll save you some money. I mean, you already have a gaming computer, so you don't need to worry. You have a 580. Fine. Your 580 can run that game at max settings, no problem. Hell, I wish I could downgrade my video card because I really don't need a really strong video card to play Guilty Gear Strive. Now, let me play it at 4K on my graphics card. Shit, you probably could play the game on that 580 at 4K PC. I always go PC. The only reason I would have went PS4 is if I was if the collector's edition was actually worth a shit. But the collector's edition is pretty whack. I don't like the collector's edition. It's pretty mediocre. There's really not much in it. The only main thing from the collector's edition I would like is the steelbook case. That's it. Everything else is whatever. It's all digital crap. Stuff I can download online. So it's digital collector's editions to me are a complete waste of money. There's no reason to get it. Because everything that you can just rip it and you can just download it. So it's like it's a joke to me. Now, if it had like a figure, it had like, you know, an actual art book, you know, it actually had like a bunch of cool shit, you know, stuff like that, keychains and stuff like that, then yeah, I would snag one. But not if it's just the game in a fucking steelbook case with a bunch of digital crap. That to me just sounds like a waste of money. Like, why get it? What is the point? The deluxe edition's worth getting because of the season pass, you know, because I do want the season pass because I do want the other characters. It's cheaper to buy than the deluxe pass and buying the season pass by itself. I think the season pass by itself is $30, but if you buy it with the game, it's $25, so it's a little cheaper. But to me, it's like, oh sure, I'll buy the digital version, the deluxe edition. I know I'm gonna get it, so. But if there was no season pass, I would just buy the normal edition. Yeah, I would have liked them to. I would have loved to have, because I have Guilty Gear Xrd Collector's Edition. That came with like a buckle keychain, an art book, a soundtrack. Came with a lot of cool little things. Nothing major. A lot better than this one though. There was a Rev, I think, Collector's Edition for Japan only. We didn't get that one. It wasn't that great anyway. If I saw it for cheap, I'd buy it just to have it. And then the Rev 2 didn't get anything. Rev 2 didn't get any collector's edition. But I do own a physical copy on PS4. I bought it for like 15 bucks. I just want a physical copy. I do like to collect the Guilty Gear games. I will probably buy a physical copy of Strive when it's cheap. It'll eventually get down to 20 bucks, and I'll just pick it up. Just to have it. Whatever. It's cool with me. I own it now. Whatever. It'll eventually drop in price, like all games do. And then that's when you collect them. They made physical copies of Rev 2. Yeah, they did. Not for PS4 only. PC didn't get one. Yeah, the physical copy had everything on the disc. Or you can do the digital update, which was the other way. Most people did the digital update because they already had Rev. So you just paid the 20 bucks and went up to Rev 2.
As a dutiful maid woman.
But yeah, I mean, that's cool. You have it still. I mean, it's like I said, I collect Guilty Gear stuff, so. And a lot of times the Guilty Gear stuff doesn't go up in price. Unless it's figures. Figures get expensive, but as far as like art books and stuff and that kind of stuff, like games, they don't gain value at all. it's so niche, you know. It's one of those things. Just it's not something people really it has a high perceived value of, even though it's nice. When I had the limited edition anime disc, the one that came with the Dreamcast version, was it was a bonus pre-order item. So if you bought Guilty Gear X on the Dreamcast, they gave you a little 5-minute anime promotional clip. Guilty Gear X. It's a cute little short, you know, basically talking about the game and all anime style. It runs down like all the characters, like it's cool. It's kind of cool. It's like, oh, Guilty Gear anime. I was like, I want to see it. I want to see it. Like I was super excited. I was like, dude, if they would have made a Guilty Gear anime at that time, I would have shit my pants. Yeah, Clever Fox. Yeah, he still streams. I talked to him yesterday. He's not really sure about Rev. I mean, about Strive. He's on the fence about it. He didn't like the beta at all. He thought the game looked really boring. But he was telling me he's got burned out on Rev 2 so much he doesn't want to play it anymore. So I'm like, well, either don't play Guilty Gear or play it, you know. I mean, obviously Guilty Gear Strive is not going to be as crazy as Rev. It'll still be crazy though. I just don't think it will be as crazy. But it'll still be crazy. I don't think it's going to be a stupid, shallow game. Especially with the changes they made recently. Obviously, the game is going to be a lot more complex than the original beta. Because when the first beta came out, I was not pleased with it. I was like, okay, this is going to suck. I was really concerned. All the changes they made, it's definitely for the better. Definitely like what I saw. Yeah, he's been playing Tekken 7 a lot. He's been really into Tekken. Tekken's his new game now. He might, like I said, he's not sure about Strive. I mean, I'm sure he wants to play it, but he is turned off about it. Anyway, I mean, but also he's been tired of his games too. Like he got sick of DBZ. Even remember when he was bitching about DBZ? Man, DBZ's kind of crappy. I'm like, yeah. I've been telling people that since day one. I said Guilty Gear. I said fucking DBZ is shit. I'm sorry, DBZ is a shit game. Like, people I think realized it like way later than they should have. Wow, DBZ is really not that good. No, it's not. You need to stop praising that game so much. It's a good-looking game. It definitely is faithful to the DBZ style. But I wouldn't sit there and say, "Oh my fucking god, it's the holy motherfucking grails of fighting games." It's not bad. I just don't like the way it plays. It's a simpler Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And this is coming from somebody who doesn't like Marvel vs. Cap. I think Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is a better game. I don't even like Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That's the thing. I think Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is way better. Because the variety of characters is better. You know, the motions are, I think... I don't like the fact that everybody's simplified. Everybody has the same motions. Everybody has a fireball. It's the same super formula for every character. Every combo setup is done the same way. It's so streamlined. I hate it. I hate how streamlined it is. It was good for what it was. Like I think Marvel, like it definitely fills that niche that that what it does well. For the most broken game, oh yeah, it's the king. There's nothing that comes close to Marvel's Capcom. But also, I don't like it because it's too broken for me. I don't like how busted it is. it kind of kills it for me because it's just like, oh, okay, it just becomes a touch of death game, and I'm just not into touch of death games. That's why I kind of got sick of Skullgirls. Like I liked it for a bit, but then I started realize after playing it, I was like, this is Marvel's Capcom 2. It's just everybody can do the bullshit. Basically, the only difference. Everybody can do the bullshit. The smaller roster, and there's the anti-protection system, the anti-infinite protection system, which can be exploited because good players will bait you with it and just recombo you. So in a sense, it's like, oh man, this is one of those games that it's when you get to that level of play, it gets really cancerous. That's what I mean. That's what it becomes. That's the problem with Marvel's Capcom and Skullgirls. It's just all touch of death. Everything's touch of death. That's what the gameplay becomes. And it's not like people didn't figure it out early. They figured it out pretty quick. Within 2 weeks, people were doing touch of deaths. And then you started seeing more people do it, and it's like, hey, everybody's doing it now. I'm like, oh, okay. You already see where the game's going. It's just really heavy on touch of death. Yeah, hopefully not. I hope not. Touch of death, I think, ruin games. Especially when it becomes the meta and everybody just touches the death. With every single character, it always becomes touch of death. That's not good. You'll kill the game that way. You're gonna get people to quit real quick when you do that. That's because at that point, you're not even playing. You're just basically... It's just one mistake. Oh, well, good game. Might as well drop the control. You've already lost. Like, that's not fun. That's just not fun. But at also at the same time, I don't want it to be where it's just, I get hit once and then that's it. Then it's back to neutral. It's not fun either. Because it's just, when it becomes overemphasis on neutral. Footsies. Which is nothing but footsies. Playing it safe, you know? I'm like, that gets boring too. Like, I don't mind a bit of footsies, but it's like when the whole game is footsies, like Street Fighter, it gets boring. People get so excited for some reason. Like one of my friends, he's a really big Street Fighter player. He says he gets a high from footsies. Like he really gets excited when footsies. He likes footsies. He likes sitting there and patiently waiting to bait out a sweep or something, waiting for that frame to move. Oh, I'm gonna get him on that one frame. I'm like, yeah. I said, have fun with that shit. Have fun with that shit. That sounds boring as fuck. Play it safe, fighter. But then there's the other extreme where DBZ, I just think, touch of death, it's just, that's also annoying. It's a balance. Like, I think Guilty Gear is the right amount of crazy. It's crazy, but it's not too crazy. It knows... The game knows to go crazy, but again, it doesn't go to the point where it's Marvel's Capcom overboard. So I can respect it a lot more. I think Guilty Gear knows that it has limits, but it's not too restrictive. It's restrictive, but it's not that restrictive. Street Fighter is just way too restrictive. Marvel's just too unhinged. Marvel's just like, okay, you're just going way too much for me. Like, you're going bananas at that point. Yeah, dude. That's how I feel about Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 5 is a boring game. The new mechanic they introduced in Street Fighter 5, I guess it's like a wave dash now. I don't know if you saw it. My friend told me about it. He said, "Did you watch the new Street Fighter 5 video?" I'm like, I mean, of course I don't watch it. But he said, and I saw the mechanic. I was like, "Oh man, they have wave dashing in Street Fighter 5." So basically, you spend meter on your what's it? Your what's it called? The V trigger. So your V trigger gauge, you can spend meter to do an invincible wave dash. So basically, it's like a forward or back dash. You're completely iframe invincible. You cannot be thrown. You cannot be hit, and it's instant recovery after you do it. From what it seems, so it's basically wave dashing from Smash Brothers. So I'm like, oh shit! I was like, that is gonna be busted as fuck, in my opinion. You can imagine how scary grapplers are going to be with that move. Be able to iframe through an offense, just a 360 at the end of it. I can imagine like how annoying that's going to be. Like grapplers, I think potentially can be really damn good with that move. People are going to be afraid to throw out a move because they're going to be like they're going to do that iframe dash to counter you. It also stops pressure. So basically, you can't do bullshit pressure anymore because you got that move to protect you. Yeah, it's definitely going to change the game. I do believe that can really change the game. It also could change it in a really bad way, where people are going to be overly safe because they don't want to throw out a move because of that risk of that move coming out. Because they know they're going to lose to it. So I can see it can be problematic. If because people are going to figure shit out with it. So we'll see. I don't know how it works, so this is just what I've heard. I don't know the game enough and I don't care. I know my friend wants everybody to play it. He's like, "Oh man, we should try it out." I'm like, I'm not interested. I'm just done with that. I'm done with that series. I'm sorry. I know they're gonna want to play Street Fighter 6 when it comes out. Let's play Street Fighter 6. I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to. I really don't want to. Please don't make me play it. I've already given the last 3 Street Fighter games enough tries. Like in Street Fighter 4 I played, I didn't like it. Super Street Fighter 4 came out, I didn't care about it. Super Street Fighter, I didn't care about it. And fucking Street Fighter 5, I definitely didn't care about it. My opinion never changed. I was just like, it's Street Fighter. What do you want me to say? Like, it's like, it's white bread, man. It's white bread. That's basically what it is. It's fucking white bread. Tired of white bread. That's really all I can say. It's white bread. This Street Fighter is white bread. It's that boring mayonnaise sandwich. You know, mayonnaise on. It's a bologna sandwich. It's mayonnaise on white. It's basically what it is. Exactly. I'm just sick of it. You know, it's the game that everybody goes to. Because it's legacy. Like my friend calls it, and he's hilariously right. He says it's what they call obligation fighter. It's the fighter you have to buy because everybody else plays it, so you have to buy it. You're obligated to buy it. And that's why every single year the same people buy it. It's like, oh man, it's gonna be so good. Like, no, it's not. Stop putting blind faith into it. Really, it's Street Fighter has really declined since Third Strike. That in my opinion, I think Third Strike was the pinnacle of Street Fighter. Each Third Strike, really mixed up the gameplay. The parry mechanic added a whole new dimension and lots of new characters, which was cool just to mix it up a bit. Just to change up the gameplay because it was getting old. Then Street Fighter 4 just goes back to its roots again. Granted it had the focus cancel, which was interesting, but still, ultimately it's still Street Fighter. Soul Calibur, I stopped playing it since 3, to be honest. Yeah, I got tired of it. It's a cool game though. It's definitely it's a hard game to play. It's not for me though. I did play it for a bit though. It's just not for me. A lot of fighting games sadly aren't for me anymore. Like I don't like DOA, really. I don't like Street Fighter. I'm not into KI. I don't like Mortal Kombat anymore. I don't like a lot of those fighting games anymore. I'm just done with them. And then they all seem to share a common theme. Almost all of them are ground-based fighters. The only ground-based fighter I still like is Tekken. Because Tekken, I felt like I don't know, it just feels good. It's nice, snappy. It's got awesome, ridiculous gameplay for a ground-based fighter. It's silly as shit. I love it. I love the characters. I love the music. It's just like, okay, this is a 3D fighting game I can play. I'm actually interested in playing. And granted, I'm tired of 7, but Tekken is like that one ground-based fighter I will come back to. I always come for every game. I played every single Tekken. Oh, it does, yeah. Soul Calibur is not easy to play. It's very difficult to play. But, it's just not my style of game. That's all. Yeah, we need another Tekken. I'm tired of Tekken 7. I'm sick of it. It's like I've played it enough. I've had it, It's just one of those. We get it, Tekken 7. Cool, yeah, next game. You've just had enough. You had enough, man. You had enough. You need something fresh. You gotta switch it up a bit. That's just the truth. You gotta switch it up. After a point, you just get tired of it. That's just the truth. Yeah, damn season passes. Yeah, I agree with that. We definitely been stretching those out way too much. Tekken 7 is just living on season passes, and it's just like it's like we get it, like season 4 is also just pathetically limited. There's just not much in season 4. Season 4 is just 2 characters. That's all it is. It's just 2 characters and some extra bullshit we don't care about. Like, cool, we got Kunimitsu, which is cool. I like Kunimitsu, very unique character. The other one's supposedly going to be Alex. Alex and Roger. The kangaroo and, the dinosaur. That's supposedly going to be the last character. But it's just one of those things. Yeah, exactly. This is one of those things. I think it's just time for something new. It's time for an overhaul. You gotta mix it up again. You gotta make the pro. You need to. I want to learn over again. I want to relearn the game. I don't want to. Tired of just the same old shit. It's just the game. It's established. It's nothing new. It has not changed in so long. We need a mix. We need a curveball again. I want to mix it up. This. Oh, I can't even do this. These go up again. I gotta do 6 yet. Up, I'm gonna do it. Probably. But they'll make something up. I think they'll change something. It needs something else new. You gotta mix it up. You can't just keep it the same all the time. It's gonna get old.
Boba, get them! Speed of light! Good.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't mind guest characters. Suppose if it's not Roger and Alex, they said it might be Kiryu, might be the last character, which I could totally see working in Tekken. He would be a match made in heaven in that game. Supposedly Kiryu is a really strong possibility. I could see it. I wouldn't doubt me at all if he's in the game. Yeah, that'd be cool. He might come back. He might come in there. Like I say, he would work really well. I think Kiryu would be a match made in heaven in Tekken. Really would fit. Yeah. Persona Strikers, yeah, I'll check that game out. I'll see if maybe I want to get it. On PC, so. It's a Muso game, and it's, you know. Hopefully, like I said, the game isn't too brain dead. Again, I know it's weird because a lot of people say Eve is pretty brain dead. I don't know, there's something satisfying about Eve's combat, the way it feels, compared to, like, Muso games. Because a lot of people say, oh, Ease is just like Muso. It's exactly like Dynasty Warriors. I'm like, nah. Nah, it's more like Bayonetta. And I like Bayonetta a lot. Like, Bayonetta is really fun.
Race you! Boba, get them! Boba, get them!
I don't know what's going on with Bayonetta 3, to be honest. I haven't said shit about it. Could be in development now, for all we know.
Don't blink!
It's triple sixes, man. That's some evil. Evil number. Triple sixes. Evil. That's super evil. That's mean. Yeah, we'll see what's up, Sir Hawk. You know, we'll see what's up. The map guy, how you doing, man? Good to see you. New with you.
Good. Good.
Yeah, I am too, man. I'm getting ready for the Guilty Gear beta, man. I'm getting ready for it. Yeah, it's a mode that they added at 1.3 update. Pretty fun mode. But that's all there really. There's really nothing else.
Don't blink.
And use those. Because we have to be directly on it. For some reason this side doesn't catch. Yeah, it could be. It's fine. It's not a big deal. The end of the world. A big deal. But yeah, well, it's good to see you, Matt. Good to do your. Hope you're okay. Hope everything's cool with you. Nothing much really here, man. Just playing Genshin. Same old shit. Get these two eventually. It'll get done.
I created an
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they haven't shown the final character reveal. It's supposed to be sometime this month. Maybe they would have showed it by now, but they still haven't showed it. I'm guessing it's going to be after the beta. Try level 6. Yeah, that is. So it's got. And so come out there. It's kind of weird. Okay, so they come out. I guess that one goes down to the bottom. And that one goes up there, I'm guessing. I think. Sure, how this one goes. Even the line tells you the way it's going. Guessing. I'll find out in a minute. Actually, like, I think Giovanna like has the smallest amount of moves. So Jojo, how you doing? No, I don't have Zhao, unfortunately. Sorry. But she looks like she can hold her own though. She may have the lowest amount of moves, but she looks like she can hold her own. Obviously, I haven't watched anybody play the beta yet. I'm kind of avoiding it right now because the beta's on right now. Only for the people that got chosen by Arc System Works. I didn't get chosen, unfortunately. I was hoping I would, but not me. They said no, you can't join. But we'll see. What's up, Michael? How you doing? What else I got? You know, one thing I noticed in the gameplay, there was no instant kills. Heard that we might not be getting those at launch. Might be later. Clear stage 5 without building more than 12. Easy enough. Build more than 12 of them. Okay. What about you? What do you think, Sir Hawk? What do you think about Giovanna? You said that you thought she was underwhelming, or did math say that? Yeah, I didn't, but yeah, now I can conclude Elfil is not the last character. So it's not going to be Elfil. Which I'm kind of surprised. 5 with no more than 12. Not sure if Sir Hawk's still there. What his thoughts are on Giovanna.
Don't blink. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there hasn't been much else
Being
coming out.
adventurous
Much
as
else
in business,
naft. I wish
you
I
always
could
have
tell
to
you
seize the
anything
opportunity
interesting,
while
but
it's
nothing
there.
really cool right now. Kind of whatever, you know? Yes, about to, well, you're about to tutor somebody or get tutored?
Don't blink.
Gotta get tutored. Oh, good, man. I wasn't trying to insult your intelligence or anything.
Scuffling. By royal decree. Speed of light. Huh? By royal decree.
I understand. Yeah. Math's my. I'm good at math. That's my subject. Eight. I'm gonna do 6 an hour with no more than 12. Take a break from this for a bit.
Speed of light. Hey!
Alright, man. You take care, map guy. See you later, dude. Happy learning.
Incoming. Hey!
It's them. Every single one. What the fuck?
Speed of light.
It's like, wait, it's so many times.
Don't blink.
Like, I like how though they fired their shots and they completely missed all of them. Like, okay, that's a good aim, good aim, good aim, guys. Good miss, good swing and a miss. That's a pro level missing right there. This is done. Okay, that's
I'm
done.
all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
Alright, so just gotta wait for tomorrow. 5 baits. This is done. As far as this, these two unlock. Where's this is gonna unlock tomorrow too. The final leader thing I think unlocks. So that's probably gonna unlock tomorrow too. Probably do this in the weekend, maybe. Like Saturday. Log in around 2 o'clock after I play the beta.
Come, try your hand at Theater Mechanicus.
That's it for the night on Genshin. Tomorrow, like I said, I probably won't be on as long. I don't want to stay longer than 6 o'clock tomorrow because I won't be on until 3, so I'm only gonna play for maybe 3 hours max. Do my dailies, do the quests, and do the mission, and then do my artifact runs, my resin. Pretty much it. Yeah, I saw a couple new videos they posted on YouTube. Guilty Gear Strive. Everybody's playing the beta right now. There's like tons of people playing it. So all the pro players are on streaming it right now, but I've been avoiding it. I don't want to watch it. Like, nope, I don't want to watch it. I refuse to watch it. I'm not gonna watch it because I'm gonna be like, damn it, I want to play it. Like, no, must not watch it. Must stay away. Yeah. Couple new pieces of footage I saw for Guilty Gear Strive. I'll show these and I'm gonna go to sleep. I want to see some gameplay footage. Like, they revealed these recently, so. Showed this recently.
In this video, we'll cover basic game mechanics you can use with any character. These are all core to Guilty Gear Strive's gameplay. Use these mechanics to get the upper hand in your matches. Dust Attack. An overhead attack performed using the same command for all characters.
Why'd they change the dust?
You can use this to hit an opponent who is crouch blocking. This attack becomes stronger if you hold down the D button, and you can follow up on it by launching the opponent if you input up after it hits.
Didn't do that.
Sweep. A low attack performed using the same command for all characters. You can use this to hit an opponent who is stand blocking. Since this knocks the opponent down on hit, it gives you a chance to attack the opponent as they wake up. Throw. A move performed using the same command for all characters. It has very short range but cannot be blocked, so it's a good way to mix up the opponent when they're concentrated on blocking. However, you cannot throw the opponent while they are being hit or blocking an attack. You can tech the opponent's throw by inputting the same command the moment you are thrown. Block. Standing block performed by inputting back while on the ground can block the opponent's overhead attacks. However, you cannot use it to guard against low attacks or throws. Crouching block, performed by inputting down back while on the ground, can block the opponent's low attacks. However, you cannot use it to guard against overhead attacks or throws. Aerial block, performed by inputting back or diagonal back while mid-air, can block all the opponent's attacks, excluding throws. Instant block. A method of blocking timed with the opponent's attack.
The instant block now.
When performed successfully, your character shines white and you remain close to the opponent, even after blocking an attack that would normally leave you at a distance from them. Use this to your advantage to punish the opponent.
Really useful.
You also gain slightly more tension gauge when you successfully instant block.
Really
Faultless Defense. a powerful method of blocking that consumes your tension gauge. You can use this to nullify chip damage and put more distance between yourself and the opponent than with standard blocking. Use this to your advantage to escape from the opponent's strings. Instant Faultless Defense, powerful method of blocking that consumes your tension gauge, timed with the opponent's attack. When performed successfully, your character shines white and it creates a large distance between you and the opponent without knocking your character back. Psych Burst, a move that gets you out of a sticky situation in exchange for your burst gauge. On activation, a shockwave forms around your character and sends the opponent flying back on hit. You can escape the opponent's combo or block string by using this while being hit or while blocking. Roman Cancel. This move cancels your current motion, consuming 50% of your tension gauge. On activation, a shockwave forms around your character, temporarily slowing down the opponent's movements within its range.
So good.
Its properties vary depending on your character's state when used. When used the moment you hit the opponent with an attack, it generates a red shockwave. When the shockwave hits the opponent, they float up slowly, making it easy to combo into moves that normally would not connect. When used while not attacking, it generates a blue shockwave. When the shockwave touches the opponent, it temporarily slows their movement. When used before an attack hits or as it ends, it generates a purple shockwave, while covering for the recovery of the attack. This shockwave also slows the opponent down on contact, so you can punish the opponent if they are trying to hit you during your recovery. When used while blocking the opponent's attack, it generates a yellow shockwave that knocks the opponent back, allowing you to escape. If you perform the same input as dash right before the Roman Cancel activates, you can perform the Roman Cancel while moving quickly in the direction inputted. Also, Roman Cancels can be cancelled right after activation with normal attacks and special moves. Since you can move to the next action faster than usual, you can launch a stronger offense, or create new combos due to the properties of the move you cancelled from. Try using each of these game mechanics in combination with others. Mix up your opponent with Dust Attack or Sweep, and go for a throw when your opponent is focused on blocking. When you land a hit, use Roman Cancel to follow up with a combo, and use Psych Burst to get yourself out of trouble after you get hit.
It's gonna be a combo from Dust now.
Find the right mechanic for each situation, and get ahead of the game.
You can stagger them.
Thank you for watching.
I could see Dust combos being possible now because of the stagger mechanic. And the Roman Cancel, I could see it. If there's a way to make them stagger without hitting them with the Roman Cancel and making them, you can actually follow up with the Dust. It looks like you can possibly do that. It's interesting. And then here's the other video I have. This is the newest video that they showed. This was pretty good gameplay video.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
This really showcase the characters.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
So scary. thought that was a little bit scary.
Duel 3. Let's rock. Soul wins. Duel 1. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock. Kai wins. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Can't stay a forward? Oh my god. Chicken dash cancel. Oh shit. I just noticed that. For me, has a dash cancel.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Change that hit to the dolphin upward bounces now. It used to not do that.
Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock. Positive bonus. Slap. May wins. Duel 1. Let's rock. Duel 2. Let's rock. one. Let's rock. Duel 2. Let's rock. Duel 3. Let's rock.
He has a command moment. That was pretty cool. He slammed with a scalpel. That's pretty cool.
Faust wins. Duel 1. Let's rock.
That's pretty cool.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock. Duel 3. Let's rock.
Melia wins. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Slap.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Slap.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Slap.
私は強いだけ影がいない
Ramladov wins. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Slap.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Slap.
Duel 3. Let's rock. Duel. Final. Let's rock.
Slap.
まあね、ギャガーに毛が生えた程度だったけど。
It's pretty good. It's pretty good footage. Had to see. Like I said, I noticed a couple things in the video I didn't see before. Like I said, May has a dash cancel, which is interesting. Lost has a command normal that throws. I haven't seen that before. Yeah, there's some extra mechanics that aren't shown, I think, in the moves list. So you have to really know the normals. So that's gonna definitely be interesting because certain things hit weird. So I can definitely make something out of it when I play the game eventually, you know. Because like I said, as soon as I can play it is Friday, and that's if they even let me work in the morning. Because if I have to work at night, I'm not gonna play it at all. I'm not gonna play it till Saturday, which is gonna suck. But yeah, I'm sure everybody's already figured out all the shit. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have figured out all the advanced strategies. It's been these guys. These guys that play, all the pro tournament players, they figure this shit out fast. So, and I wanted to see if I got into the beta, but they didn't choose me. I looked at my thing and they said, nope, you are not worthy. I had a feeling I wasn't going to get picked anyway. I knew Arc System would not pick somebody like me. Even though I met the requirements, they're like, they ain't gonna fucking pick me. They wouldn't pick me in a million years. I don't care what I do. It's like, oh, let's humor me and let's see if they actually pick me. And I was like, yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go to sleep. I gotta get up. I gotta get up and do some stuff tomorrow. I won't be on until 3, like I said, because of job. So, and I gotta work. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I gotta work Wednesday, possibly Thursday morning, and then I have to work Friday morning. So I'll be gone. If I'll play Genshin Impact just for those couple days, probably on Friday or Thursday. I'll try to start ripping the music from the game because I haven't seen anybody upload it yet. Well, I haven't checked. Let me actually check and see if anybody's uploaded it yet. There might have been people who have already done it. If it's already up there, I'm not even gonna bother. Yep, people have already got it. Oh well, I'm fucked. Yep, somebody beat me to it. Oh well. Yeah, the whole soundtrack's been leaked. So, yep, somebody already beat me to it. Oh well. Well, I don't have to upload it. Yeah, it's already got tons of views. So yeah, Nagaruyuki's theme is in the game and Giovanna's theme in the game. No Leo and no there's a title theme apparently. So yeah, there's no Leo. Like I said, I'm not surprised somebody leaked the soundtrack because obviously whoever gets into the beta first is gonna leak it. I mean, I was gonna do it otherwise, but it's no point now. It's like, yeah. Well, I was like, oh, never mind. The only reason I was able to leak it early before is because I was at Arc Revo. That was the only reason I was able to leak it early. But now that the all the pro gamers got access, they're able to rip it day one. So, oh well, it's cool. At least somebody uploaded it. I mean, I could re-upload it to my site, but I don't know if I want to do that. I want to be that, that guy.
Who is you at?
Yeah. So I'm not gonna be able to get any of the music. Same thing when the game's released. There's no way I'm gonna get the music uploaded because I'm not gonna be able to play it till 4 days after it comes out. Because of the not 3 days after. I'm sorry, because I'm not gonna get it on PS4, so I don't get the soundtrack bonus. So obviously, people are gonna rip it on there. So it's like one of those things of like, would have loved to rip it, but oh well. So c'est la vie. I might just upload it later, just to be nice. If I feel like it, I might not want it though. We'll see. There's really no reason for me to upload it to my channel if somebody else already has it. I mean, it's kind of pointless. There's no reason. Again, I'll think about it. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go to sleep. See you guys later. I'll be back on tomorrow around 3 o'clock. Like I said, probably gonna be streaming Genshin Impact from 3 to 5 or 3 to 6, and then pretty much that's it for the rest of the week. I'm not really doing much else. Guilty Gear. Hopefully on Friday. I don't know. I might not be able to play it till Saturday. So it depends what my boss says for my job. Because I got a lot of overtime to do. So if they let me work Friday morning, I'll definitely be able to play the beta. And if they don't, then I can't. So if they tell me I gotta come in Friday night, then yeah, I'm kind of screwed. I'm not gonna play the beta at all. Unfortunately, hopefully that's not the case. I really don't want to miss out on the beta. It's gonna be kind of a bummer if I do. Anywho's, I'll see you guys later. You guys take care. Peace out.